AI can do almost anything today: write notes, summarize records, even suggest treatments. But here is the challenge. Integrating AI into clinical practice is hard. Healthcare data is complex, workflows are rigid, and experiments often get stuck in the lab. That's why we built DHTI, a reference architecture. Think of DHTI as a modular test bed for generative AI in healthcare. Instead of reinventing the wheel, you get a ready-made framework, an EMR, a GenAI server, and framework for integrating any LLM, including self-hosted ones, and libraries to implement standards like FHIR and CDS hooks for interoperability. We have bundled together all using Docker so that you can try out ideas quickly without waiting months for IT teams to wire everything together. The main DHTI repository has a command line interface tool and various templates to get you started. The link to the repository is in the comments below. You only need Node.js and Docker installed, and you can try out spinning up a chat EHR right now. Let me show you how. So open up a terminal and then type npx dhti cli help. This will first install DHTI cli locally and then list out all the commands available. Next, install a simple Elixir, our term for a backend generative AI routine using this command. By the way, all these commands are listed in the README file of the linked repository. Next, install a conch, our term for the front-end UI element. Using this command, we provide cookie-cutter templates for building your own backend and front-end components. Next, you need to use the listed commands to build the Docker containers, and finally, start the Docker Compose. All these commands are listed in the README file. Since these commands take some time to execute and there is nothing to see on screen, let me skip this and take you directly to the result. Go to the URL and log in using the credentials username admin and password admin123 with a capital A. Since I am on a different machine, you see an IP address instead of localhost. You will be probably using it on localhost. You will see the DHTI template conch here. This module helps you search for a patient and ask a question such as, what was the last recorded BP? All integrations use FHIR and CDS hooks. The documentation shows you how to integrate any LLM, locally hosted or API-based. Remember that the chat interface is just an example. You may use DHTI to scaffold any GenAI routine, such as summarizers and decision support tools. What you have seen is a complete GenAI experiment running inside an EMR or OpenMRS in minutes. No custom integration, no waiting for IT. You can test prompts, chains, and agents directly against synthetic patient data. Then share your prototype with colleagues. And since DHTI uses standards like FHIR and CDS hooks, moving from demo to production is far easier. Whatever your EHR may be, you may be using any EHR system, and you may use any LLM service in DHTI. In short, AI can do anything, but without a framework like DHTI, it rarely makes it into practice, right? With DHTI, you can experiment fast, collaborate openly, and help bring GenAI into real clinical workflows. If you find this useful, give the project a star on GitHub and join us in making healthcare AI equitable and practical. DHTI isn't just about technology, it is about accelerating ideas that save lives. Thank you.